Hello, everybody, and Merry Christmas. And welcome to one of my Christmas specials. Actually, my first Christmas special. I was downstairs and I was cooking. I was cooking turkey, macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes, stuffing, the whole nine, just a bunch of courses. But in between me cooking, I decided I'd get some gameplay. So while I don't have my systems where I'm currently cooking, I do have my magic bag of goodies. So I grabbed out my magic bag of handhelds and had some fun in between cooking, maintaining, and doing what I need to do. So first I pulled out my Game Boy Advance SP. And yes, this thing, even though I haven't booted it up in probably 8 months, is still up and running. My little special Mario magic bag of goodies. I pulled this one out. This is the first one I had. And I just started with the first game that I had in here, which was Mario Brothers 3, Super Mario Brothers 3. And to be quite honest, I actually think it runs better on the Game Boy SP than it actually does the Nintendo, the NES. I had an amazing time playing this thing, and as you can see, the cartridge supports two games, Mario Brothers 4 and Mario Brothers 3. So I decided to do Mario Brothers 3. Now, it's kind of hard to film this. I actually have my tripod peeking over my shoulder so that I could film myself playing Mario Brothers 3. And just look at this. This is an awesome game. This is just, oh my God. I remember being in the car when we went to like Virginia and places like that. And just having these little things just comes in handy. If you have the right amount of battery power or the right amount of a charge, man, you could get it in anywhere, everywhere. And just the screen, the color, and the resolution on the Game Boy SP is an amazing thing to have. And I know they have Nintendo Switches and ASRock and all kind of other Steam decks and everything else, but when it comes to just handheld goodness and fun, you can't beat the originators of the concept. Nintendo and the Game Boy, the Sega Game Gear, the PSP. Nintendo actually has a host. Actually, there is a ton of handheld systems. I'm not talking about Tiger Electronics, even though we had those too. Those are the cheap things. You could probably put maybe 15, 20 minutes at a time at those. But if you wanted to waste 3 hours, or you're going on a 4-hour road trip, or in my case, down here cooking, and you just wanted to get some gaming in, these things serve a mighty purpose, man. And later on today, I'm actually going to be doing some Nintendo Switch gameplay, as well as DS gameplay, and 3DS, and I also have the Game Boy Advance, and I also have the DS. I actually brought my whole magic bag of goodies down with me into the kitchen so that I could, get some gaming in between pauses of turkey and basting and cooking and prepping and washing and cleaning. So this is what, to me, Christmas has always been about. Even when you get older and you have the responsibilities of cooking and taking care and hosting, you still have the ability of getting those little Christmas gems. And I never received the Game Boy for Christmas, but I did receive a Nintendo and a console. But the Game Boys always literally held a huge response for my heart because I could do 1,000 things with these things, and they're so small and tiny. They fit almost anywhere in your pocket, in a bag, which is also a negative because they're so easy to lose, but I try to keep all of mine. The sound is amazing on these little things. The little screen, I don't know if it's an LCD or an LED, but the clarity and quality is amazing, as well as the speaker. And the battery life of these things are amazing, better than your current cell phones. And just to be able to sit here and play these things, like right here, right now on the couch, like in between cooking sessions, this is an absolute blast, man. This is Christmas. I must say I wasn't feeling in the Christmas spirit, but now I'm really feeling in the Christmas spirit. Everybody's going to be here later on. There's going to be so much going on. But to me, as an avid gamer, by gamers, for gamers, hosting in the Gamer Nation, I still got to get my gaming in. And to me, that was just better than anything right now. Because it's almost like when you got like a cigarette or alcohol addiction. Like every once in a while, you got to get some gaming in, even a little bit of gaming, which is why gaming is on pretty much every aspect of your life. They have gaming watches, they have gaming on your phone, they have gaming in these little consoles, these little mini keychain consoles. Like, gaming is just everywhere. That's because when you have to get it in and you just absolutely, with no equivocations, have to get some form of electronic gaming in, there is a means, a medium, and a process to do it on every single last platform. But there are some better than others. The Game Boy SP, the Game Boy Advance SP, excuse me, is definitely one of those. This little thing is amazing. And I have ginormous hands, and even with the Nintendo Switch, sometimes my hands cramp and they hurt. But to actually play the Game Boy SP, unless I'm playing Mario Kart and using the top L and R trigger buttons, I'm really comfortable. This is really comfortable to play because it's really just a D-pad and 2 buttons. What more did you really need? And Nintendo with the NES thought the same thing. A very simplistic controller, a square controller, a D-pad, and 2 buttons. And with those just 3 things, they gave you gaming goodness the likes you never even dreamed of. So as I'm playing Super Mario Bros. 3, it's all coming back to me. And remember, when I first played this, when these games first came out, they were on cartridges. Now think about how easy it is to put them on these little ROM carts for Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy SP, and all the handheld systems. Think about that. We had these big Nintendo cartridges that you had to blow on and put in a system and play, and now look at it. They've minimized the entire concept and put it in your hand, and it plays a hell of a lot better than it did on NES. I mean, there were sometimes artifacting and glitchings and dirt in the split ox and pixels in the background. So when you walk to the edge of the board, you could see the board like reflecting. You saw little pixel breakdowns and things like that. But this is a perfect emulation of Super Mario Bros. 3, and it's on little cartridge, and it just feels amazing. The sound is on point, the colors, everything is just vibrant and it pops. The buttons are very responsive. When you press A, you get A. When you press B, you get B. There's really no latency. And when you played Nintendo, the original NES, there was tons of latency. I love Nintendo NES with my heart, mind, and soul. And believe it or not, for Christmas this year, I was gifted a original Nintendo Entertainment System by the Nightmare Creature herself. The lovely Nightmare Creature literally just put a cherry on my Christmas and just made it the best, because Christmas for me as an adult really isn't about getting anymore. It's about, giving and seeing other people happy. And with me cooking and doing everything, like I like what I'm doing, but I didn't really expect anything, and to be gifted anything it's just awesome. Oop, just got hit there. I didn't mean to get hit. That was stupid. But I like the fact that when you expect nothing and you get something, it literally changes the entire premise. Oh man, now I'm not going to be able to get up there and get that whistle. Might as well just stop playing here. I want to go in here, but yeah, you know what? No, maybe let me jump in here and stop that, because this board is really not worth it if you can't get the whistle in the secret space. But yeah, like I was saying, sometimes if you just expect nothing and you're gifted something, that is the joy in the premise of Christmas. And a lot of people have forgotten that. I hate this board. I don't think I'm gonna play this board long either. A lot of people just think about Christmas as just, getting and adding up and stocking up. Like even in like Harry Potter, you hear about, Harry's stepbrother, his cousin Dudley, who is just an awful dude. Last year I got 37. This year, I got 34. Sometimes people just become so materialistic that it's insane. It's the little things that make me happy. And me being who I am and doing what I'm doing, this right here just makes me absolutely ecstatic. And the smell of the food in the background, the sounds of people being happy, just being around other people is actually really good. Even though the gamer in me screams, I have gaming to get to, this little thing right here in my hands, it literally helps. It literally makes what I need to do all worth it. Let me see if I can get this cartridge out. So yeah, we were playing Super Mario Bros. 3 Advance. There's 2 games in it. Let me bring out my little magic bag of goodies here. The cartridges that we had for Game Boy and Game Boy Advance and SP, most of the times have more than one game on them. I have a few here, a few bangers here. Oh, they're falling all over the place. But yeah, let me see if I can show you a few of the games that I have right here. They keep falling all over the place. Sorry. I got Frogger, that old arcade classic. I got Harry Potter, and the Chamber of Secrets. Harry Potter. We're definitely gonna have to try to play a gameplay on that. What else do I have here? Winnie the Pooh. I don't think I ever played that. The original Tetris. Doom, 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 doom. We have Toy Story. You got a friend in me. We got what's this? Over the Hedge. Yeah, we have some of that. Emperor's New Groove. I don't think I ever played that. I've never played Bass either, Blast Pro. But I hear that's a really good game. So I have a few. I have way more games in my other magic bag of goodies, but this is the only one I had.